Greetings, friends and family. Welcome to our home again. I hope you've been here many times, but if you're new, welcome. We're so glad to meet you. Let us know where you're from. Thank you so much. We hope your December has been blessed so far. I do have little votives twinkling here and there. Norm helps me light all of them. We have been collecting mid-century modern era decor and holiday items since the early 2000s. For the past 5 years since I've been doing the YouTube videos, I have loved going to the two Goodwills in our city and other thrift stores. They are loaded with very fun 70s, 80s, 90s things that I think are really cute, and I get them so inexpensive. So that's what you're going to see a lot of. You're not going to see antique items. I just love thrifting. So let's go look at some things close up. I'm very happy with the tree. Norm worked very hard on it. I'll let him show you the tree so I can take a break a little bit later. I just thrifted this really fun, crazy deer made in India. It's metal at our Goodwill. And it was just this past Wednesday. This is new, but it did say on the bottom, made in India, and it is so modern. I love things like this. I figured it would be very fun to use in January with bare trees. That's certainly what it reminds me of. It'll work very nicely, I think, with a lot of the crazy metal trees that I've found. So I did have these two. Would you say that's an antique brass look? I don't know, but I found them at different times, actually. It was last year, maybe even one of them the year before, but I figured they did match when I found a second one. I know they're new too, but I just do love some modern looking things mixed in with the old kitschy greenery. That makes it fun. And I also found this tree too at a thrift store a couple years ago. It's very fun because you can slide it apart and lay it flat for storage. So I figured that was a little modern too, to go with the deer. And I've had this, I think that's a Lefton sleigh. I figured a sleigh would go good with these deer too. I found this adorable Santa pillow for I think it was like 99 cents or something. It was ridiculous. Quite a few years ago, he's been in a lot of our Christmas videos, but I still love him. He washed up just beautiful in the washing machine. Ungentle, of course, but oh, he's so cute. I don't think I'll ever give him up. I told you that I left my tallest angels in the living room here. All of the small little ones were on the buffet, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's kind of fun, but I knew that it would be a little more difficult, of course, for you to see detail. I would have to really try to sneak around and show you some of them. This is my newest find, and I found it maybe this fall. She's taller than any of them, but she does have a very tiny face. Mary and baby Jesus. It was in absolutely beautiful condition. I couldn't believe that that was at the Goodwill. I thought, I'm not passing that up. You don't see these very often, of course. You'll see them in antique malls, but yes, very rare to find one in a thrift store. So I've always really enjoyed this collection. I haven't added too much to it, and let's see, I'm wondering if there's anything else. It's the little ones that I've found, but yes, as far as these big ones go, that was quite unusual to find Mary and Jesus. So I really wanted to just put a little touch of greenery here and there on each side of the window. I thought it would be nice to use the green long sconces that are what I guess they call pierced metal. I've found 3 sets of them now, and I do love them. Norm painted 1 set green here for me, but I was hinting about painting a second set. I don't know, red? Not sure. Maybe gold would be nice. I thought that the gold diamond cut votives would look best in these 2 very tall chalkware angel candle holders. I'm not sure, but I think, yes, I bought those several years now in Rogers, Minnesota at Antiques 101. They were so reasonable, and there were 3 of them, but I didn't need 3 of them. I thought somebody else can have one, but I'm gonna get 2. So I have 1 in each side, as I said. And we have to tie our curtains back, of course. Norm wants everybody to see the tree as much as possible. I was so thrilled to find this absolutely adorable little white spray painted very nicely. I don't know, I think this is a little small for a phone stand. I don't think so. I don't know if you want to call it a plant stand or what, but it was at the Antique Mall of Rogers, across the street from Antiques 101. And we went there to finally look and see what might be left. They had their big sale, and we didn't make it to that. Again, I apologize for the spotlight down there. I hope that's not too hard on your eyes. That was, I think, was it only $18? Oh my, I couldn't believe it. What a steal. Norm, I was so glad that he decided, yeah, I think that's pretty cute too. Where are you going to put it? Of course, he said that. I've had this adorable angel you've seen in plastic canvas for many years now. I did put that sweet little glittered poinsettia between her hands because she had nothing. I think I got her for like $1.49 because it was after, when they, at North Branch Family Pathways, they started putting things on sale, so I think she was 50% off. I was shocked that she was still there. So that was a good couple years ago, at least. This I picked up 2-3 years ago for Christmas. It was on the kitchen counter first. You may have seen it there in an old video. It is a Target item, supposed to look like an old blow mold. It's so cute. It does light up all by itself. Same with this. We just purchased this at the same time as the little white stand. This was in somebody's booth at the Antique Mall of Rogers. And I don't remember what it said on the bottom, but I know it's new. Norm thought it was adorable too. I said, oh, that would be so cute in your window even. But he hasn't been working with blow molds this year so far. But I had this really cute house, and I did forget to I was going to put a light underneath it, but this is just the cutest thrifted little glittery cardboard house. Only one I have like that, and it's new. It's probably a Target item. And a lot of thrifted odd trees. 2 of them are candles, yeah. The crazy skinny green one and the red one are candles, but that is your mercury glass. I've been looking for magazines, as you may have noticed in some of my thrifting videos. So I did end up finding one Ideals in St. Croix Falls, I believe, Wisconsin, and 2 or 3 Better Homes and Gardens, Christmas ones for cookies, etc. I will have fun looking at those. This is a newly thrifted penguin, crazy tin that I will store some little things in. Norm thought it was pretty funny. There's a bunch of them that have a funny little nose, like there's a snowman still in the Goodwill that I picked up at the same time as this. You'll see it in a video, possibly, when I was looking at this guy and decided to get it. They all have this little cute little plastic nose. But the snowman, he's adorable. We loved his scarf, but he was kind of a blue-gray. He wasn't really a white snowman. So I don't know. He was so cheap, but I just didn't know how I felt about him. I didn't need a snowman for Christmas anyways. But this is so fun. I showed it to you last year. How crazy, huh? To find an adorable little votive with penguins on it. I did share this last year, my little nylon Santa. He's so cute, and I couldn't resist this guy. He's adorable. They all washed up so nice. Yeah, I really love gingerbread stuff. This was so cute. I did show you that last year. So we do have a little, that's hobbyist, of course. We do have a little teddy bear votive. That was unusual. I'm not as crazy about the solid ones, though. I think I enjoy those more, where you can see the candle. Now, I think I showed you this last year. I'm sorry, I just don't recall. It could have been any one of those fun places like Shalom. Yeah, that is just too cute. Now, both of these I've shared before. This is an elf. I'm not crazy about the color of his antlers. I wish I could do something fun. But they're both musical, and they both play very nice. I love them. That was a newly thrifted item from Family Pathways, one of our first trips to go look for Christmas items at the Ham Lake Family Pathways. Remember, was I complaining about it being $3 for that tin? Yeah, I might have been complaining. But they had 2 of them, and we just took the best one of the 2. Yeah, he's kind of fun. I'm addicted to these tins. And look at that one up there. That beautiful Nutcracker. I think these are gorgeous. They've been anywhere from $1 all the way up to, I don't know. I don't think I've ever paid $5 for one. No, I probably let it go. It's not necessary because they've sure been around. I mean, it's been, 3-4 years that I've been looking for them. You can maybe even tell a difference between older ones and newer ones. I think the newer ones, they started adding more gold. I think they just started getting a little more fancy. This one here is one of the first ones, I think, that I started finding. So I do have duplicates. I don't mind. I have now 2 of these with the striped pants just this year. We picked up the second one at the Family Pathways in Wyoming, Minnesota. So you probably saw that pretty recent video. They were asking $2 for him. And I found 2 blue ones, very, very reasonable, at the Salvage Sisters in Cambridge, Minnesota. So one of them was either this blue one in the middle or the other one, which I think he's slightly different. I thought they were going to be the same because I knew I had one like this that was a lot of blue. Well, I might have been thinking of this guy. I don't know, but I'm loving them too. I did mention I was thinking of using red ones and blue ones, like even the end one, for maybe Norm to have a window with, for the 4th of July with some of these in it, dressed in red and blue, like this cute guy. Yeah, they're just as fun. This is the only crazy Scottish one we have. Isn't that funny? But I found the green ones. I don't know, maybe mid-searching over the years, and thought, wow, that's really elaborate. But you can see it is like this blue one. I was finding the green ones more so. Yeah, I think they are just so much fun, and you would not believe the little smalls that I can pack in there. I use a very nice quality dinner napkin in 2 different sizes, either really big ones or the normal size everyday dinner napkins. And they hold together, they don't fall apart when wrapping up some of these little things. And I have notes inside of all of them too, a little card with what was in each tin. That's how I organize my things. I was very happy to find this musical wooden Father Christmas. He was in last year's video. He is very sweet. A fun Merry Christmas votive. She is new. Oh, I was going to tell you at the beginning that I've counted, maybe like 25 new items in the living room here. Yep, that was a splurge at the Rusty Pick in Waite Park, Minnesota. Now, this guy, I love him. He was at least last year, beautifully made wooden soldier, very nice quality. He was my new one on sale at the Salvage Sisters. So you just saw that in a thrift video when we were checking out. What a deal. Now this, I decided to get at the thrift store. I'll put my light on the camera. He is glittered. I don't know if that's too much. Yeah, you are very funny. Good quality and very, very good condition. So that was a thrifted item. He's probably nicer without the light on. I've had him for a long time too and think he's just the coolest. Nutcracker. I've been, sorry about the chain. on the light here. I've been looking and thrifting for Christmas Pez, and I had them all over the shelving out here. Match up what I put them in front of, but I decided to take them all down at the last minute a couple days ago. These were $5 for the pair in Hutchinson, Minnesota, and I shared them with you last year. I don't know about the year before, but I really get a kick out of these hand-painted pieces. Yeah, they're just sitting down. I'm stretching very hard to reach up there. So I hope you like my crazy tins anyways. I do. I've shared him before. I think he's a little elf on the shelf. He's been in last year's video at least, but this is new. I don't know that I got that in a thrifting video. That was at our Goodwill. Oh, I was so happy. I'm pretty sure I had a discount. Yeah, that was a steal. It was in its original box. Okay, what's the name? Robert Allen. It is so nice. The condition is just perfect. He is so sweet. I came out to the car with just this and told Norm what a steal I just got. So I did add a little candle ring, tiny little candle ring, and my shortest red, my oldest thrifted Lucite candle that I've had for many, many years. He is so sweet. And to have the original box, I think it's in, I don't know what I remember about the date that was on the side of it, but it's, not real old. I don't know if it was an 80s item. Oh, just love him. And thrifted votive, very nice vintage glass one. We have some vintage Christmas albums, and Norm purchased a whole set at Wild Things Collective a couple of weeks ago, where I said I filmed there, so it's going to be a challenge to put that video out sometime because of all the music. I'll have to do a lot of voiceover. But we do have Sweet Brenda Lee's Merry Christmas album. I love finding fun tins at the thrift stores, and I've been very happy to have found 3 that are a drum. That big one on the left and the one above it are just great. I love to stack them up and put another figural tin on top. They didn't end up quite the same height. I needed a very large gingerbread tin I found last year, and the cookie tin on the right side there. The next one up, also gingerbread cookies on it, and a couple of my Santa tins. This is a leftover deer that I believe was from Donna Rainwater, along with many, many wonderful hobbyist Halloween figurines that are, I'm not sure what the mold is. The deer were Kimple. She gave me 2 deer. And this one was plainer. I think it just had a kind of dark antlers and hooves, and I decided to make it gold. And I love it. I put a beautiful bow on it. I may have even painted his nose red. I'm not sure what all, but I'm very happy with it, and I really thank Donna. These were all done, all of those sweet things that she sent. Oh, I don't know how many boxes. From Marla, her sister-in-law. And I found this boy Santa and shared it last year. Way out in the country. Yeah, I can't remember. There was a very nice little shop that we went off the road, main highway, and found a very nice shop. I can't remember the name of it though. I'm sorry about that. We shared this very funny soldier that's plastic and plays loud music, many Christmas songs. He raises up his flag. Yeah, we have a little video that shows him working. Norm got a kick out of that, and this is one of my most amazing soldier tins. I have never seen another one that big. He's huge. I really get a lot of stuff packed in there. Boy, oh boy. Very nice. So I decided to do something a little different with the Lucite poinsettias and holly bouquets. We have 2 holly ones now. It took years to find a second holly one. But I mixed in Lucite candle holder set that came with the second holly bouquet that we found. And the only candles I could fit in it were some small tapers that were real wax. And these 2 elves, one is dressed in green and one in red. So we have 2 bouquets on each side, one with 2 flowers and one with 4 flowers there. And this is 4. And there's 2 over there in the middle that have 2 flowers each. Another one that has 4. We were fortunate that we've actually ended up with just the right amount. Well, I shouldn't say that because we have an extra. The extra is down there. But we did have just the right amount to set up the shelving here. I had Norm moving things around so much. It's really funny. Oh, he's a good sport. I have on such a bright green, beautiful shirt from Coldwater Creek, I think. I thrifted it. It is just a beautiful permanent press shirt. And I had made this glass necklace. That's going to be hard for you to see. It took me a little while going through a bunch of jewelry bins to find it again. It's kind of a plain shirt. You know me, I love prints. And I have on some very fun glass earrings that are actually, they're an ornament, a glass ornament with a tree on them. Yeah, that's going to be pretty hard to see. Sorry about that. So I tried to curl my hair a little bit, look decent for you. Yeah, sometimes I'm just not in the mood to go through all that. I was very happy to end up with 4 of these in the past 2 years. And we have 1 odd one. I do not have anything else that looks like this one. And I thought these would be fun to put up here because I did have I have 3 Lucite candles. So it looks like it could use a little straightening over here. Very hard to keep everything straight. Yeah, these are really old, aren't they, with the flocked balls on them. I think I have at least 4 of those. Put some extra candle rings on the bottoms of my favorite set with this set. I'm only using one. I thrifted all of these many years ago at a ARC store in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. It is no longer there. Boy, did I find wonderful vintage things there years ago. I just love that twist. I don't know that I'd ever find anything like that again. Oh, see, there's my other pair of adorable porcelain mice huggers. So I luckily had two sets that were mostly white. These are, I believe, the Holt Howard Crazy Snowmen, and they were mostly white. So it worked out with the mice and one odd pixie that is on the tallest candle. I'm happy how that worked out. I'm sorry to get a little crooked here. I really like the beaded garland, and I found two glass bells that worked well. I asked Norm to try to work with the lights underneath these vintage half candle rings of different kinds. It's fun trying to keep them on there okay, and sometimes unfortunately it covers up a little more of the light than I'd like it to. See how spacing is important. I have lots of wonderful greenery that I sure appreciate, but boy does it take up storage space, huh? So we have the same situation up here, of course. The same two votives on each side. I was very fortunate to have two of these and two of those, at least that I know of. There's the other little pixie, Holt Howard. Oh, and I dug these out of the ornament bin. We had enough of them where I was able to string two on a hook. They are plastic, but they are 60s maybe. So yeah, I had those on each side. I just keep adding and adding stuff, and that's why Norm keeps saying, "Are you gonna get done?" Yeah. A sweet little tin and a very elaborate Santa mug. He is kind of sleepy looking. This is such a beautiful, skinny apothecary. Found it in Hopkins at the Main Street Antiques LLC. I think that's how you say it. There's two different ones. There's Antiques on Main and Main Street Antiques LLC. I think that's the one, but I think it might have been like $8, but I was looking for really unique old apothecaries. So of course I had to try to find some old-fashioned candy for it. I love that, but that was several years back that I found that. Some more kitschy candle greenery. This is a candle holder. It has a metal base in it where you could put any kind of votive in it that you want. So I've found quite a few of those with the pine cones on it. This is what we found at Wild Things Collective just a week ago. It is very cool looking. Reader's Digest. I was trying to read on the bottom corner down there. So there's quite a few record albums in there. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. This is where I decided to put the Hobbyist, I believe. Porcelain looking, I don't know really, but it's beautifully made. I found it so reasonable at the Shalom sale last year. I was surprised nobody had taken it. The eyelashes are kinda bold, you could say overdone, but I still think it's just gorgeous. It doesn't look very good with the light on, but that sure is a pretty one. So I was happy to find that, and I have had some vintage 50s, 60s manger scenes, nativities with all the characters in the past under our Christmas tree, so you may have seen that, or on the corner end table. You may have seen that in our oldest videos. I thought I would have a mug here for whoever's sitting here, and a couple cookies for them that I thrifted, all of these. So this is my newest thrifted Kimple deer. I just showed it to you in a video when we went to Hutchinson, and that was at the Treasure Shed, one of their vendors, but they had a 20% sale on everything that day. Now this beautiful Santa, not remembering the name of those either. Isn't that funny? He's got a little white vinyl belt. He's in beautiful condition, so clean. I did not soak him. I wiped him down with some alcohol type wipes lightly. He was so clean, I saw nothing come off on the cloths. Very happy. I think he was $22, and that was a splurge in Siren, Wisconsin at an antique mall there a couple years ago now. Yeah, he's wonderful. I don't know why I'm just not remembering. I see that name for those dolls, those old Santa dolls from the 50s, I think. And they vary in style, but they're very similar, and they're called rubber-faced Santas. You probably are familiar with them. This was the little thrifted elf. I told you I was going to do something to him to dress him up a little bit. Yes, I had some little gems that were stick-on. It was very easy, and they stay on very well. And then I hand sewed on a bell that I had. I thought green would work well. So I don't have a belt for him, anything like that. But I decided to bring this home from the thrift store. Very fun chair, hand painted. I know that's going to take up space. That's one more thing that's new that I forgot to add. And I think I forgot to add her too, when I said I had like 25 new things out here. Yeah, so the deer in the chair. Oh, and the elf. So he's new. I've bought 3 of them in Wells, Minnesota. He's new, and I did use the 3rd one on the shelving, the big shadow box, I mean, behind me here. Yeah, I love them. 2 different votives from Shalom. You saw this last year. They'll show better if I do put the light on for back here in this dark corner. Now this was newly thrifted wood hand painted piece from Shalom's sale in Cambridge, Minnesota. Shalom thrift store. So he's new. I had that Santa. I had our fun Pinocchio, both thrifted. And I think I have a video with him in the cart in Cambridge, Minnesota, the family pathways there. He was a splurge, $8. Was I bad? I don't think so. Look at that hat. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't rock, but he is a, not Nutcracker. Yep. So, Norm thought he was pretty cool too. 2002. Mom. Yes, it is made in China, but he's already 24 years old. Okay, so we don't need the light on up here. These are some different ones, believe it or not. I do not have this beautiful red one over there. Look at all the gold on that. And I don't have this green one over there. I like the shorter ones too. Yeah, this guy's just beautiful. He would be very fun in a 4th of July one. And I don't have this guy over there with the cross straps on him. Yes, I have the green one, and we have the one next to him. And I mentioned that we just found a second one with the striped pants. And this was new. He was so reasonable. On sale, 20% off, 25% off, I think, red tag at the Salvage Sisters in Wake Park. So that's in a video I just showed you. I believe it's this guy. Hard to keep track. Oh, I left a Pez up there. I was trying to take away all my Pez. I think that's a newer reindeer. I like some of the older ones. I had the reindeer in the middle last year. I had the Santa last year, but this is a new reindeer. Isn't he cute? Yeah, look at the difference. Oh, too hard to pass up. It's like the penguin on the other side. I think they made that because they were making these beautiful elaborate scarves on the snowman, the penguin, and this guy that I saw at our Goodwills. And we've played this guy for you a couple years in a row now. Santa plays the toy soldier musical, what do you call that, chimes, like, you know, music box. Yeah, it works really great. And you saw that I thrifted this silly hobbyist ceramic elf a year ago at least. I did hang some of these nice star ornaments on each side way up here. You saw probably from a distance that I decided to keep 2 beautiful black horse heads on each side. I do have a lot of black out here. I didn't want white, and the red books look wonderful. Now, I didn't show you up here though. These are odds and ends, but I love them. They are all wonderful. I'm sorry that I can't reach high enough. This one in the end is beautiful, very elaborate, but shorter than the ones down below here. And he matches the blue one over there. One or both of those are new. And I think I just found the little guy next to him too. I know I didn't have too many that were really short. The one in the middle is the shortest that they were making of these tins. And those last year, the year before already? Boy, I'm losing track. I know I showed them last year. There was almost like a collection of very nice nutcrackers at our Goodwill. And I picked out those 3. They were, to me, what looked the nicest and went together very well. And I do love that. Plastic bells up there. So we've covered all that, and I just want to go up to the crazy, spiky starburst. candle sconces that we've had for many, many years. I love these star ornaments. I thrifted a bag of them several years ago, and I love using them every year. But this is a very sweet set of candle huggers, and they go well with two odd ones that I have over there, and I've shared them every year. These odd ones are a little angel and a little elf, but that's what worked out really well, to just use the more red ones over here. Now, I have shared all of these over the years, but yes, I do have some new ones. I've always loved the little home coat ones. I was happy when I found the little baby looking ones. 3 of those, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of the more adult ones with beards. So I like putting them together. This was from Shalom at least 2 years ago. It could be considered a gnome, but I wanted to put them out here with the elves because I just found this guy. Also could be considered a gnome. They both have blue on them, their outfits. But I thought it would be fun to include them to be different. And this funny guy is one of my favorites, to have him in the middle, Santa. Now, I happened to end up with 2 of these on the left, and just found either this one with the package or maybe this one with the wreath. But those 2 are just adorable. I really like them. They're tiny looking and really pointy hats, so it was kind of fun to put them way up there with the 2 same guys with big red noses and lanterns. So I tried to keep it a little simpler, but I do end up with elves out here. I really like them out here. Now, I did share these pillows last year. I was so happy to find these that were homemade in beautiful, clean condition. I think they were just newly made. So that's my thrifted, beautiful Thai bear. I put the bow on him. I thrifted this adorable pillow. It was a pain to wash her, soak her a little bit, and spin it out in my washer and dryer, but she took a little while to dry, laying on towels. But I do love her, and I do like to wash things. I feel better. Very happy with my pillows. Boy, do they take up space. Another beautiful apothecary candy jar that I found, maybe even 3 years ago now. A very sweet votive I found fairly recently. Now, what I wanted to do over here was put together my green, smaller angels. So I stole some of these angels from the grouping behind me, but they are medium size, and I just wanted to try to do green. I did end up putting the Bible in there in red just this afternoon. I thought maybe they needed a little something backdrop, and I've had a lot of these I've found. I just love the Christmas tree one, so decided to use that. That candle's starting to get worn out. This was my newest find on the left, and I did show it in a video. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So here's the other little tiny candle rings. The other side had some similar, maybe not quite as spiky. And the odd, adorable little angel. and a really sweet little elf. They do most likely have mates, but I found them separate. I have shared these before, really fun beaded candles. They're probably ornaments, but they sit really nice. I don't know. I don't use them for ornaments hanging on the tree because they'd be kind of heavy. But this was a very crazy thing that I thrifted. I put a red candle inside. You could put anything in it, but it's been on for so long now that it's getting pale. I have a few odd things on the desk here. I listen to Christmas music on one radio station, or I have a lot of Christmas CDs. So I do appreciate, Norm has sometimes stored this downstairs for me. In past years, we've shown it on the round table in the corner behind me, but I said this year, why don't you put it on the corner of the desk? And we do use a little lamp here to come on automatically, which it just did when I was talking on the morning start of the video, and the lamp came on. But I thrifted this sweater just this week at the Goodwill on Senior Day. It was meant for a bottle of wine, and I thought it would fit on my teddy bear on the couch there, but I couldn't get it over his head. So I said to Norm, do you mind if I keep it? I could have returned it. But all of a sudden I stuck it on this lamp here. It's a green lamp. Oh, it doesn't have any arms on the lamp, of course, but he kind of laughed and thought, well, I guess that's okay. It's pretty silly. Oh my. Yep, that's me. I'll find a place for something. You can bet on it. Some caramels there, which Norm does enjoy. Not good for your teeth at all. This is what I ended up using for this little mug rug holder, coaster holder that I thrifted. Probably was 75 cents. I don't know. And my thrifted splatter bag shape thing. I decided to grab some of these pencils that were also at a thrift store. Norm does use pencils at times. One of my most silly mugs. And this, all you have to do is press down on it and it lights up. I've had that for many years. I don't know if it came in this or not, the holder. Candle ring, I don't know. Very nice jar with a Christmas tree on it. So all that's left is all the goodies on the table there. I thought, it would be really fun to put all of this white hobbyist splattered bells and trees, mostly holly dishes too, out here on a white tablecloth, and I think it fits really fun. This thing washes up absolutely beautiful, and it's as soft as can be. It is just so furry. It was a deal. So I had a lot of fun this afternoon finishing some of these. These are cookie ornaments. I could never find the time to do anything like this, but I get the biggest kick out of displaying them all over the refrigerator with magnets glued on them, or out here. So I don't have too many out here this year. Well, I have a plate full of the little miniature ones that I have used every year on this sweet little tidbit tray. They are so cute, so tiny. See, you could make adorable magnets out of them too if you think you needed them. These are mint. I'm not crazy about how orangey the glaze turned out in this, but they are holly leaves, so I have always included that for the past at least 2 years since I found it. We have some absolutely delicious, very real, my favorite mixed nuts. This is the sweetest sleigh. I love this sleigh. It made an appearance in the kitchen on the kitchen counter last year, I believe, because I had a gingerbread village theme. These are some pretzel bites, do they call them that? And these are so fun. Crazy, kind of like Hobby Lobby type cookie ornaments. I usually look for them to see if they have anything new, especially if they're gingerbread boys or girls. Some more sweet gumdrops. Just got this yummy mint Ghirardelli peppermint little snowman. I think it's chocolate on the back and the peppermint on the top coating. It's delicious. It came with squares too, bigger squares. Some more caramels. Delicious party peanuts. Add a little spoon. The inside of this dish is a beautiful pattern of a tree, a decorated tree, and it says Merry Christmas. So that is much more decorative inside, but it's a deeper dish. So of course, you can get a lot more peanuts in it. I thought it would be fun to put the 3 little votives on the table today. You won't burn yourself reaching for things. So my friends, I am going to let Norm talk about the tree. We can't leave without letting you look at that up close.
Hi everyone, Peggy asked me to come up and let her take a break. She's been talking for quite a while here, and she wanted me to say a little bit about our tree. This tree we bought way back in 2011, and it was a shop over University Avenue called Swank Interiors, and we met a guy named Alan. It was his shop, very, very personable guy. We paid a good price for it. It's got 121 branches. It came in a box, and every branch has a cardboard sleeve. And I actually went online here last fall, a year ago, and I was able to purchase new sleeves for every branch here. And then I keep it downstairs in the house here. I don't let it out to the elements in the garage. It is fun to look at, and we've got some really great ornaments. I really like these balls here. This turquoise one, that is really cool. Yeah. But we've got a lot of ornaments on it. This year we had went back to the traditional ornaments, and I really like it. Last year, as you know, we did fishing lures. That was Peggy's idea. It worked out okay.
We do have a lot of vintage ornaments like this kind.
Yeah, that little car behind it.
It's not lit up as well.
My niece gave me this little.
Yeah, that's cute.
Little car.
Of course, this little girl is a blow mold. We have a lot of those.
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
And we have, here's a really cute old one.
Yep.
We have a lot of skaters.
We got a lot of skaters. Here's one here, and there's one coming around a bend here in a yellow dress.
Yeah, they're so fun.
And they're fun. And this one here, Santa and the Sleigh, is a very, very old celluloid. Fragile, yes, very fragile. I've got about 3 of them, and I could probably.
Your mom's collection.
They were from my folks, my folks' house.
Given to you. Yeah,
and I got to get the steer to spin around. He keeps turning his back on us.
Yeah, we need to hang him up differently.
So, but at any rate, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy setting it up. It doesn't take too long to get the tree up.
I'm always grateful that he's willing to do all that, because I got enough.
Yeah.
I got enough other stuff to do.
You must be really tired, Peggy. There's so much to talk about in this room.
Yeah.
And it goes all the way up, just short of 1.5 feet of our ceiling here. It's a sloped ceiling. But this is a perfect spot for it, and the neighbors love it when they walk by. Cars drive by and stop and look at it.
You may recall we had a black leather chair sitting here, like
Yeah.
a barrel chair. So
Yep, I moved that
Norm
down.
said, "Can we take that in the basement?"
I put that in the basement to
Yes.
get it out of the way. But a lot of these beaded
Skaters.
skaters and
There's
whatnot.
a clown, kind of a little clown guy.
Yeah, and there's a guy here. You can see little skates. Not much of a...
Yeah, they're fun.
And we got a clown in here. I'm not quite sure how this is all going to turn out because I'm getting kind of close and some of these branches come by. They're probably going to be out of
That's
focus.
okay.
And we got Captain of the Guard here, this dude. Here he is right there.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh yeah, he's got a nice furry
Probably
hat.
should have had you have the light on sooner.
And these here are very unique ones. I've got about 10 of those that are very, very fragile, very delicate.
Some of them are made in Italy.
Yeah, and here's another one of my Santa sleighs and reindeer here. I really like those. We had that at my folks' house in the tree. I just wanted to play with it all the time, and of course, Santa's got to get a kiss.
This is a funny blow mold too. That's
Yeah,
a blow mold Santa.
little streetcar, yep. And we got Santa back here with a tall hat. He must have a real headache wearing that thing. Well, it's been spinning around now for what, 40 minutes or an hour?
Oh yeah, as long as I've been talking.
This is the longest we've really had it run.
Kind of worried about it.
And it's fun. It's very fun to come down here in the morning. I usually get up before Peggy does. I'll make a cup of coffee, come in and sit here, turn the fireplace on.
Thank you for watching everything. Thank you for your love and affection and your messages to us. You're very, very sweet. We know how much you appreciate the work that we put into our decor. We love sharing with you. So thank you for letting us know
Yep.
that you do care.
Peggy gets the majority of that workload.
But he helps me a lot.
That's good.
All right. Have a wonderful, blessed Christmas, all of you. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Have a good night.